My name is Allison Winteroth, and I've been a professional photographer for 13 years. And one of the questions I get the most is, where should my clients print their photographs? And I decided to take 3 of the largest and I consider the best printing labs and print some photo albums from the same trip so you can get an idea of what the colors look like, the different quality of the albums, and what they turned out, how the design software works, and just give you an idea of what each one of these looks like and how they work, so I can give you my opinion on which printer you should use to print your photographs. So the 3 companies that I used, this is going to be Shutterfly right here. This is Artifact Uprising. This is Mixbook. And like I mentioned, all 3 of these were done with the same photographs. They are their basic book, or like the book that is the same at each company with the amount of pages that each one of them includes. So whatever that basic, I didn't add any pages, I didn't upgrade anything, I just picked out what was included with that book. And I'm going to show you the different albums, and I'm going to give you my opinion on which one I think is the absolute best. Okay, so we're going to look at the 3 different albums that I had printed. Now, these are each 10 by 10 albums, and as I mentioned before, it's the basic amount of pages that they offer without any real upgrades. So you can see most of them I was able to print on the spine, not the Shutterfly one, but this one came with a dust jacket, and it actually has this really beautiful gold leaf that is shimmery and gorgeous. This is the Artifact Uprising. This is going to be the Mixbook, and this is the Shutterfly. So as I mentioned, I tried to use very similar photographs. I mean, they're all from the same vacation, but the designs and the colors that they offer are not the same. So I sort of tried to do my best. Let's start with the Shutterfly. Shutterfly, as you can see, I managed to mess up the cover orientation, and I don't really know how that happened, other than they weren't clear enough, or I must have missed it. I've made a whole bunch of albums before, and I've never really done that. So, I mean, I guess this would be, you would love to know this if you were designing. The thing I don't love, I don't know why these companies insist on putting their names on the back of their albums. I think Mixbook, you could pay extra to have it removed. But I mean, come on, man. I'm paying for an album. You can take your name off the back. I don't need a barcode on there. It's ridiculous. If I want to recommend you your album, I will. Okay, so just going through the design process with Shutterfly is really easy. And the pictures are good. This is just their base pages. As I mentioned, I tried to just pick the same pictures, the text overlay here. The design on Shutterfly, as I mentioned, was pretty easy. I pretty much designed all these pages myself, chose the colors, the text, all of that. And I used a mixture of film photographs as well as just like a point and shoot camera, as well as my DSLR. So I've got all kinds of different photographs in here, and they're just a mishmash of everything. I tried to sort of line them up, but the color turned out good. I would say that the color is not quite as accurate with the Shutterfly. The design, like I said, it was really easy to design. I did mess up on the cover. This is the Mixbook album, and same thing. I think I like the pages better because they're a little bit more of a matte, whereas the Shutterfly has more of a shine to the pages. Can you see the difference there? This is very matte, and this one won't pick up as many fingerprints as this one will. And as I mentioned, it's the same photographs. So this is a little bit more accurate color. If you look at this same photograph in this album, this is more accurate in color, and you can see that the grain is a little bit more pronounced. This is a film photograph, so this is just going to be grainy anyway, but I like the colors better on this one, and I felt like this was a better representation. I also really love the font that they offered here. I didn't love it as much on the Shutterfly. This is the Acadia font that I used and that I used throughout the album. And as I mentioned, they all include about the same amount of pages. I think the Artifact one actually included additional pages with their base model, which was good. So the Artifact Uprising one just looks super expensive. The designs were really nice. It had lots of cover options. You could choose an image, you could choose linen, whereas the other ones just had the image options. So there was a lot more availability for these. The color was really beautiful. And I mean, it just is a really nice high-end looking. The pages are very matte, which means they're not going to pick up fingerprints or have your oils all over them. And it really did well with the highlights and the darks. I think that this turned out super well. I couldn't figure out how to do spell check, so maybe that's in there, but I did not see it. And I wish that there was some more image arrangements. So, that you could do a little bit more, because I felt like they got kind of repetitive. I mean, I could have made my own, but with the base, I was trying not to have to design a whole bunch. I think that this had, I wish there were some more options, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it turned out really beautiful. This is a super nice album. I recommend this the most if you're trying to do something really high-end. But if you're looking for something that is really nice, maybe not quite as high-end as the Artifact Uprising, but this Mixbook is really a good option. And then finally, I think Shutterfly comes in last, although I do really love Shutterfly and use them for things. But when I'm trying to make an heirloom album, I would recommend one of these two first. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the link below. I'd be happy to answer anything. And good luck on making your albums.